5 seconds. Start. I am delighted to be amongst you at the closing session of the 15th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas Convention. I have met some of you in different parts of the world, but to be with you on this occasion is indeed special. The august presence of our chief guest, Prime Minister Jagannath, makes it even more so and attests to the unique ties that we share with Mauritius. I am happy to have conferred the Pravasi Bharatiya Samman on 30 members of our diaspora. We value your committed efforts to promote India and to work for the welfare of the Indian community abroad. You have indeed been a living bridge between us and the outside world. I congratulate each one of you for this stellar contribution. As you know, India has been a land of festivities, celebrations, and human excellence for centuries. Its cultural fabric and ethos have been enriched with each passing phase of its history. And to that we added a new chapter when we embarked on a journey to connect and embrace our brothers and sisters around the world. That was in 2003 when we held the first Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, and the man behind this vision was our then Prime Minister Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. We lost him recently, but his thought and wisdom continue to guide the nation. The 15th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas celebration is special and for several reasons. This year we are marking the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, whom we consider our greatest Pravasi and in whose honor we have chosen 9th January as the Indian Diaspora Day to be celebrated each year. It is also the first time that we are hosting the festivity in Varanasi, a city which is so much part of our lives, our thought, our beliefs, our music and dance, and our spirituality. And as we talk of Varanasi, there is yet another facet that we must recollect. The ghats of this ancient city and its surroundings have been witness to one of the most poignant epochs of our diasporic history. For Prime Minister Jagannath and many others whose forefathers hailed from a place not far from here, this visit would indeed be a very special one. In a sense, in this convention hall, the journey undertaken centuries ago has come a full circle today. There would still be others who would find it fulfilling to connect to their roots through the eclectic ethos of this timeless city. From here, many of you would be traveling to the Kumbh to be blessed by the Sangam, and days later you would witness the onward march of our republic as a modern action. I am sure we could not have asked for a more joyous festival I hope you enjoy every moment of it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in an age of rapid changes. The youth is in the forefront of these developments. I am happy that we had a special focus on the youth in this festival. We must listen to them and to their ideas to make our bonds deeper and stronger. I am pleased that two of the youngest diaspora leaders, Mr. Himanshu Gulati, Member of Parliament from Norway, and Mr. Kanwaljit Singh Bakshi, Member of Parliament from New Zealand, participated in this convention as special guests at the Youth Pravasi Divas. Ladies and gentlemen, the Indian diaspora is among the largest in the world, and its history as rich and diverse as the diaspora itself. In the hoary past, our ancestors traveled to Southeast Asia as merchants and as monks. Much later, many lived and prospered as traders and entrepreneurs along with ancient Silk Route. And more than a century ago, under the indenture system, we witnessed millions of our people crossing the seven seas. The world has moved a long way since for our diaspora. You are commanding global heights today while embracing our cultural ethos and diversity. And while you do so, you must also preserve and strengthen your unity as a community. Your success and hard work have set an example which many want to emulate. The communities that you live in count on your enterprise and skills. The countries that you reside in are proud of our citizenship, and the world at large turns to our ingenuity when faced with intractable challenges. We count each one of you as our cultural ambassador. You are the face of India and its identity abroad. We are indeed proud of you and your achievements. But what really makes your contributions stand out are the values that you espouse and live for. These are the values that intrinsically remain Indian, drawn for millennia of thought and progress, and which are firmly anchored in our age-old belief of Vasudev Kutumbakam, that is, the world is one family.